Do you own a home with a ton of equity that you want to tap into to start your real estate investing journey? If yes, keep watching. And if no, well, you should still keep watching because I'm going to share with you my favorite creative financing strategy in real estate investing, and that is the HELOC. In this video, I will share with you briefly what a HELOC is, how it works, and how it can help you get wealthy in real estate investing quicker and easier. But first, before I get started, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you get any value out of this video at all, please smash that like button down below. It truly helps me grow the channel and get exposed to more viewers just like you. If you didn't already know, my name is Jay Costa. I'm a real estate agent and investor here in Northern New Jersey. And on this channel, we talk about real estate investing, stock market investing, and just general entrepreneurship and wealth building. So if you have any interest in any of those topics at all, after this video, please consider subscribing down below. Now, onto the video. Now, if you own a home or property anywhere in the United States after the last couple of years, chances are you have some equity in it. What is equity? Well, equity, very simply put, is the value of your property minus anything that you owe on the property. So let's say you bought the house a few years ago. Maybe you did some work to it, new kitchen, new bathrooms, repainted, redid the floors. That all added value to your home if you did it right. The market, of course, has been scorching hot as well, so that added value and brought the value of your property up also. And lastly, you have been paying your mortgage payment and paying down that principal amount that you owe on your mortgage. So you have debt pay down, you have value increase from the market, and you have value increase from the work that you potentially did. And all of that adds to the equity that you have in your home. This brings us to the HELOC. What is a HELOC? Well, a HELOC stands for a home equity line of credit. A home equity line of credit is a revolving line of credit where you can tap into your home equity like a credit card. But unlike a credit card, it has a much lower interest rate, but also holds your home as collateral. So if you stop making your payments, bye-bye house. There are other ways to tap into your home equity like a cash out refinance or just a flat out sale. But a cash out refinance costs thousands of dollars in closing costs and is really only helpful if you're refinancing from a higher rate into a much lower rate to save on the monthly payment. And obviously, for a flat out sale, you can't just sell the house that you're living in without replacing it with something. And in addition, when you sell your property, you're gonna have to be responsible to pay realtor commissions and closing costs and attorney fees, etc., etc. So you're gonna have to pay up to 10% of the total amount just in closing costs. You'll never get that money back. So a home equity line of credit, on the other hand, allows you to tap into this equity without selling, without any closing costs, and only paying interest on what you borrow. I posted a previous video where I outlined what a home equity line of credit is in more depth and detail, as well as shared my experience on obtaining that HELOC with the bank, and I kind of go through the process and show you what they asked for and how I was able to gain access to almost $175,000 of the equity that I have in my property. So definitely check that video out if you haven't already. I'll put the link in the description box below as well as the upper corner. So why would anyone want to use a HELOC? Well, you can use a HELOC really for anything, just like a credit card. You can go buy a car or go buy a new flat screen TV. But that's what poor people do. And if you're watching this video and watching my channel, you know that we're not trying to be poor people. We're trying to be wealthy people and build long-term sustainable wealth. So if you're looking to build wealth, one of the best ways is to invest in real estate. And the HELOC can make your real estate investing journey quicker and easier than before. Now, you can use your HELOC to start investing in real estate in a few different ways. One, you could use it to fund a fix and flip project. This is usually my favorite way to use a HELOC to invest in real estate because it is short-term with a predefined exit strategy. You could use the HELOC to fund the entire purchase, or you could use it to fund renovation costs and carrying costs until you sell the property. Number two, you could use the HELOC to buy a property outright. If you have access to enough funds on your line of credit, you could use it to buy a property all cash in order to get a better deal, as well as save on closing costs like appraisals, mortgage origination fees, etc. The best strategy to use in this scenario is you purchase the property all cash using the HELOC. Then once you close on the property, you go to the bank and finance it with a standard conventional loan. If you bought it for the right price, you probably will have instant equity once you finance that property, and you'll be able to own that property with basically nothing out of pocket. Number three, you could use your HELOC for a down payment on an investment property. You see, on a primary residence mortgage, usually the lender requires that you are not borrowing for your down payment unless it's a gift from a family member or something like that. But on an investment property, usually the lender does not care about that. So they allow you to use the funds from your HELOC to put into your down payment on an investment property. But this is where you could get yourself into some trouble if you're not careful. If you're going to use a HELOC for a down payment on a mortgage, you need to make sure that this is just a short-term solution and you have a clear exit strategy. So for instance, maybe you have a scenario where you're about to get another sum of money from another deal in the next few months, so you know that you'll be able to take the money out of the HELOC for now on the down payment, and then in a few months when you get that money from the other deal, you could pay down the HELOC. But I would not suggest using the HELOC just for the simple effect of leverage. Everyone has different risk tolerances, but that would be a bit too risky for me, especially since a HELOC is tied to your personal residence. In addition, obviously, if you're going to use the HELOC as the down payment for a conventional mortgage, you now have two mortgage payments or two payments to account for, and that's going to make it very hard to find a cash flowing property. And at that point, you're banking basically all on appreciation. Be careful. Also, you should know that a HELOC is a variable rate loan, and it's not a fixed rate loan like a standard mortgage. So your costs are not set. They can fluctuate in certain different times, and I like to only invest in property and invest in deals where I know my costs are fixed and I'm not at the whim of the Federal Reserve or something crazy happening like a war or anything like that. That way you're protected in a higher interest rate environment like we're in right now. Bottom line, guys, is that the home equity line of credit can be an amazing tool, a financing tool to help you start investing in real estate or continue investing in real estate and make your whole journey in real estate investing quicker and easier. But you always need to be sure that you're aware of the risks involved. Honestly, I would never take any money out of the home equity line of credit that I know that I wouldn't be able to pay down and pay back. So keep that in mind going forward. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below about the HELOC and using it for an investment property. Is this a great way to build wealth with real estate, or is it too risky with its variable interest rates and things of that nature? Let me know in the comment section. And like I said, if you got any value out of this video, consider subscribing down below. Hit that like button, and I will see you next time.